As I said a bit earlier, the MVP conversation sort of heats up. We thought, with 30 games left, there's still a lot that can change.
We're 2/3 through. So.
2/3 of the way through. So we just thought we'd run through some of the guys, going forward. We've sort of nutted it down to 6 guys. The runaway favourite at the moment is Nikola Jokic. We talked about it a few weeks ago. His numbers are very impressive. He's going at 27 points, 11 boards, and still 8 assists for the big man. Yeah. And he's got the Nuggets. We talked about their sort of slow start. They were there about 500. They're up to 5th in the East, and with the Lakers' injuries, there's no reason they can't push themselves if it's up into the 4th or the 3rd. Well, so. Aaron Gordon's a huge addition, I think. They play really well when they've got one of those stretch forwards who can make plays offensively. So Jokic is the favourite. My sneaky pick right now, and I hung shit on the Nets a bit earlier, but James Harden is playing lights out. We talked about him taking on the point guard role and facilitating.
You're not having to put up 40 points.
It helps when you've got, like we said, 4 All-Stars on the court with you, but he's averaging a league-leading 11 assists along with 8 rebounds and 26 points, if you don't mind. We talked about them being second in the East. He's pretty good value at the moment, about $6 or $7 as the second favourite out there. Giannis, you can't count him out, the double MVP. He's going at 28, 11 boards for him as well, 6 assists. I think people, this will sound weird, undervalue Giannis. He's won 2 MVPs. Okay, he's had his time. Let's move on from him. Yep. Hey, he puts up 5 highlights a game where you just go, fuck, he's a Greek freak.
He's a Greek freak, yeah.
He's a Greek freak, both offensively and defensively. His length, his ability, his athleticism is unrivaled. He really is a specimen. Joel Embiid, who we talked about, sort of might have been that favourite.
Been a bit banged up.
Yeah, injuries have hurt him. He's sort of slid back down in the pecking order. He's averaging 30 points, 11 boards, and 3 assists, going at a good clip. We've seen some of his jump shooting come into it. He's shooting a good clip for 3-point shooting. I guess what might hurt him, and we'll get to LeBron next, he's been hurt not playing, but his team is still best
still winning
in the East. So we talk about how valuable he is if he's out there and they're still playing top of the league. Whereas, we talk about LeBron, you can't have an MVP conversation without the best player of all time. He's going at 25, 8, and 8.
Did you see this side note? Did you see him tweeting Francis Ngannou saying that he'd still take him?
Who said that?
Yeah. Habib.
Really?
He tweeted a picture of him. He's a good 6.
They're both Cameroon.
They're mates.
They're mates, yeah. He's probably a good 6 inches taller than Francis is. But
good luck, Joel.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Scary human. Yeah, well, hey, shout out to the Cameroon. I can't name too many other famous
Cameroonians.
That's what I was shooting with.
A lot of soccer players.
Yeah, I was going to say soccer.
Samuel Eto'o.
We're
really stretching here.
Yeah, before we fail.
It's pretty good, though.
So let's talk about LeBron.
That's off the top of the head.
No, it was pretty good. I'll pay that. So we talk about LeBron being injured and the Lakers slipping. So you want to talk about how valuable you are. If you're not in the team, your team's losing. They need you there.
True, but MVP's a numbers thing as well. You got to put up numbers.
If you wanted to be honest, over his 18 years, he probably should have won MVP 12 of the years. Like, he was the best player in the comp those years, but like we talk about with Giannis, you get sort of sick of, we're not going to give LeBron every award.
Well, you compare it to last year, he's like, he didn't do better than last year.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
It's silly if he's still maintaining.
Yeah. And the one I wanted to slip in there is everyone loves him. It's hard to say he's underrated, but he is underrated.
He's so underrated.
And it's Dame Lillard. The man has gone to Portland. He puts the team on his back every night. We talk about Bradley Beal doing it, but Dame actually gets victories. He gets wins, and he's got them playing good basketball. He's going at 30 points, and they're up to 6th in the West. If he's not there, they're a lottery team. They're picking in the top 10. So we talk about Embiid, LeBron, and Dame. Look, every guy we've just mentioned there is a very good basketball player.
Oh, definitely.
The valuable comes into it. You could argue Dame's the most valuable there because without him and his team, they go to shit. So
I agree, definitely.
And the cool thing is all those players sort of, you could compare Embiid and Jokic sort of together, but they're all very different players in the way they play. So it's pretty cool that they're all sort of in and around that conversation.
Do you think someone like Luka might move into that conversation?
I think
or maybe he's a year away.
Yeah, I think early days he definitely was. He had a couple injuries as well. I'd probably put him just below Dame there. I think he has to win an MVP in the coming years. I think as Dallas get a little bit better and they get a few more victories under their belt, that's the other thing. Everyone we've named, who we've got there, Dame's got Portland 6th in the West. So those other 5 guys are all in the top 4 in their corresponding conference. So that has to play a big part. And that's what we sort of were knocking Jokic about. You know, you're putting up these stats, but you're not really doing well. Well, now they're winning games. So it's actually translating to victory basketball. You're not just putting up stats like Russell Westbrook, who we'll get into in a moment. You can put up as many stats as you want, but if you're not winning, you're not valuable, as far as I'm concerned. So,
so out of those boys, who are you backing at the moment for MVP?
I'm taking Harden. I think he's had a little bit of a renaissance, a little bit of a boost going to Brooklyn. I mean, again, playing with that, it probably hurts him having these guys on the team with him. But the way he's playing, the numbers he's putting up, I'm pretty. I'll ride with Harden.
This end of the table.
Jokic, can't go past him. Boring, I know. Favourite.
It's a good boring pick though. Like this 7-foot guy who's not how centers should play. Again, we talk about Shaq.
Out 8 times.
It's impressive we've got 2 centers in that list.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Marks?
Jokic as well. I like Dame as an outside favourite, but Jokic is just killing it at the moment.
Monkey's reading my mind. I was going to
money for that.
I was going to back
Dame to win it.
the Joker,
You get
the
$20
Nugget.
for Dame. You get
I love me some Nuggets.
He's a rightful favourite. He absolutely should be favourite because the way he's playing and willing his team to victory, it's really cool to see. And to say you want an MVP when all these guys are in their prime would be a really cool thing to say for the next sort of 10, 20 years.
Oh, definitely. Like, if he beats out those other boys, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
But same with Monkey. I'm backing the Nugget, the Joker, and Dame is probably my smoky.
Yeah, on that as well. So Nugs and Nets have never had an MVP.
Wow. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So
I guess Melo never won
one of those. Yeah, one of those would break that.
I guess Melo's probably the biggest name playing for the Nuggets in the last 2 decades. So
Carmelo. I think I was there's 2 Melos. 2 Melos getting around these days. Yeah, no, you are right.